Check mic, check. Hi, welcome to my Compound Life. I am Jonathan. This is a channel where we build assets, we build habits, and of course, we build freedom. That will be financial freedom, time freedom for you, me, and anyone else that watches my video. So how are you all today? It's good to see you all. Let's make sure I don't hit the cone. Okay, good. Good to see you guys. So it's yet another video about Bitcoin. Just to let you guys know what I'm working on. Recently, I've actually been looking into some content because recently when I posted a video about being at the age of 50, right? If you were to get into Bitcoin, will it be too late, right? And of course, spoiler alert for that specific video, absolutely not, right? You still have plenty of time, guys, right? But at the same time, I've received a lot of comments. Somehow, I'm just very intrigued in terms of a lot of people actually responded and resonated that Bitcoin, it's actually pretty life-changing for some of these people, right? And which, by the way, if you guys ever respond to my video, like, you know, in the comments section, please can you refrain from letting me know. I know you guys are very enthusiastic about Bitcoin. Just refrain from telling me how many Bitcoins that you guys have, you know, just for the sake of your safety, right? You can definitely tell me your allocation, like percentage allocation on Bitcoin, but just don't let me know like whether you've got 10 Bitcoin, you've got 7 Bitcoin, 5 Bitcoin, whatever, right? So please don't do that, because otherwise I'm gonna have to delete all of these precious comments, guys. I love all of your comments. So please hit the like, hit subscribe, and let me know in the comment section where you guys are watching from. So I'm now preparing some content specifically looking, because I did have some viewer that asked me, hey, I'm in my 60s, I'm in my 65, is it too late to get into Bitcoin? And I know that there aren't a lot of such content on the internet, right? So that's why a lot of people, especially on my channel, right? Because it does seem my channel have attracted a lot more matured audiences, right? That are starting to think about Bitcoin, starting to think about, you know, planning ahead of their retirement, or even it could essentially be what can I as an individual pass on as a legacy for my kids, for my loved ones, right? And of course, somehow I felt Bitcoin could be a very nice present to give someone to set them for life, right? So I kind of spent a long time last night to look at all of this data, because I need to make sure that the compounding, the modeling, etc. are spot on, just so that you guys can have a very realistic estimate of what to expect. And also I took in a lot of suggestion, because I think previously I applied a very base case kind of compounding of about CAGR compounding of about 8 to 12% for the baseline, and a more aggressive one that I took was from Michael Saylor, which he always mentioned about Bitcoin's CAGR for the next 100 years maybe, or for the next few decades will essentially be about 30%, right? Of course, I you know, many viewers came back and said, no, because Bitcoin CAGR, it's well above it, yada. So I factored all of that in, and this time round, I'm making a video specifically looking into, does Bitcoin still work for age of 60, right? And I'm not going to get into too much detail to let you guys know whether it works or not, because the compounding period, it's a lot more less, right? So that's something we need to address in that video. So hit the like, hit subscribe so that you won't miss that video. And I do appreciate a lot of comments from you guys, because you know, you guys give a lot of feedback, and that helps me personally on my investment journey too, because I am indeed also at that age. I do always think about, what do I want to do with my wealth? How do I want to better manage my asset? And sometimes, you know, coming onto YouTube, coming into the My Compound Life community, and having you guys with me on this journey, it broadens up my thinking too, right? So appreciate that, guys. But more importantly, the more I kind of look into the detail of that video that I'm working on, the more urgency that I tell myself that I need to get back into accumulation for Bitcoin, right? Because, I mean, spoiler alert, in some of the model that I did, right, that I look into, if we purely just rely on DCA, right, dollar cost average or pound cost average if you're in the UK, at the age of 60, you know, it might means you're only willing, and this car, you know, it might means you willingly to put into the market something like $20,000, $30,000 or $40,000, right? So in today's Bitcoin price, right, imagine if you put in $10,000, right? And Bitcoin price is about $90,000 now, right? Essentially, you get almost 0.1 Bitcoin in that case, right? However, if you rely on compound, if you take into consideration of the CAGRs for Bitcoin at the different level, right? If you even take in Cathie Wood's recent projection on Bitcoin CAGRs, I think she came out with something like 60 or 70%. That means by the time you get into your retirement, the amount of Bitcoin that you can acquire will be so much more less. And then you have to essentially pay more than double the price in order to stack up what you can stack up right now, right? So yeah, it drove me a little bit of FOMO, you know, into Bitcoin once I kind of work on that content last night. And yeah, so that's why I think in today's video, for Bitcoin daily video, you know, I am a lot less bearish. Okay, I'm not bullish or bearish with Bitcoin, but sometimes you can essentially just tell from the tone that I did have some FOMO back into Bitcoin again, you know, especially after last night working on some of that content. Okay, so look out for that content. I think the whole video right now is to really reiterate to you guys again, right? There's so much adoption in terms of Bitcoin, right? So even, you know, there've been nations, adoptions, companies, institutions, corporate treasuries are constantly buying more and more and more Bitcoin. If you guys don't follow the news, at least follow me, right? I let you guys know what the hell is going on in the market. I know there aren't a lot of reliable content on the internet, but I try to filter them as accurately as possible and try to give you guys enough of the sentiment of what's going on. But more importantly, there's so much adoptions in terms of Bitcoin, and we are coming through another Bitcoin cycle very, very soon, right? So it just gave me an immediate FOMO back into Bitcoin. And to that, I mean, I'm kind of reconsidering about my portfolio allocation again, because previously I was thinking, okay, maybe we get into another all-time high again, a good dead cat bounce for Bitcoin, and then I'll be out of all of my swing back for Bitcoin. And the fact that, we are almost coming to the 4th month of the Bitcoin 4 years bear trends, I personally doesn't want to sell any more Bitcoin anymore, right? So to me, everything now essentially goes back into my Bitcoin hodl bag, which, by the way, I hold a hodl bag for Bitcoin as well as a swing bag for Bitcoin. Hodl bag essentially means you hodl forever and ever and never ever sell, right? Swing bag, I try to buy low, sell high, make some good profits, and put some of this gain back into the hodl bag, of course, like what I'm doing right now. And of course, there will always be the element that I also use the gain to pay off some of my assets, which in my case will be my real estate properties, right? So real estate properties continue to give me good cash flow on a monthly basis, and I wouldn't essentially be moving off it anytime soon, right? So thankfully, I built a good portfolio on real estates. So that's why it's kind of also helping me to fund off my Bitcoin habits a little bit. So yes, I'm a bit of a FOMO working on that side of the content. I'm trying to control my emotion and not to FOMO in, because it does seem we are at the junction where, Bitcoin would need to decide, do we go more higher or do we want to go more lower, right? So we are at that junction, and I'm very excited about the whole situation. So this is why I always encourage you guys, have a hodl bag, have a swing bag, so that you don't let the emotion to get you to FOMO buy or to panic sell. Okay, so that's all for now. Remember to hit like, hit subscribe, and let me know in the comment section where you guys are watching from, and look out for that new content specifically where I'll be looking into, if you're at the age of 60, is it still worth the while to get into Bitcoin? Okay, so bye for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.